If walking after 60 feels like a challenge, you are not alone, and you are not without hope. What if I told you that your body still remembers how to move, balance, and thrive, even if it's been a while? What if I told you 5 simple, doctor-recommended exercises could help you regain durable and flexible movement from the comfort of your home, without needing any fancy machines or complicated routines? Stay with me until the end. I promise this isn't just about your legs. It's about reclaiming your life, one steady, confident step at a time. I've spent over 40 years treating, training, and guiding patients over 60, and I want to start by telling you something important. Aging doesn't mean surrendering your freedom of movement. You see, walking is not just mechanical. It's emotional. It's independence. It's connection. And losing it slowly, due to stiffness, fear of falling, or balance issues, can quietly rob you of the little joys. But we can stop that spiral. I've helped thousands of older adults restore their stride, not by pushing harder, but by starting smarter. The exercises I'm about to share are ones I've recommended for decades. They're safe, effective, and designed to meet you where you are. Whether you feel like your legs are made of wood or you're just a bit more cautious these days, this is for you. Let me introduce you to Evelyn. She was 67 when she first came to me. She had stopped taking evening walks because her knees felt stiff and her balance had declined. Even walking across the kitchen felt risky. She asked, "Is this just how it's going to be now?" I said, "Absolutely not." We started her on 5 movements I'm about to show you. They didn't look like much at first. In fact, she thought they were too easy. But within 3 weeks, her steps were smoother, her back was straighter, and she no longer leaned on the wall to get out of bed. Evelyn now walks half a mile every morning and tells me it's her favorite part of the day. You're about to learn what she did. We begin with the toe-to-heel rock. This is a small but powerful exercise. Stand behind a stable chair, hold the backrest for support, gently rise onto your toes, hold for 2 seconds, then shift your weight onto your heels, lifting your toes slightly off the floor. It may feel a bit odd at first, but this movement wakes up your ankle stabilizers. These are the tiny muscles that keep you from tripping or losing your balance when walking on uneven ground. Repeat this 10 to 15 times. What you're doing is gently reprogramming your balance system. You're saying to your brain, "Wake up, we've got walking to do." Now let's talk about marching in place. This one is excellent for your hip flexors and for reminding your body how to coordinate. Again, stand behind the chair. Slowly lift one knee, about hip height if you can, then lower it and switch to the other. Don't rush. Focus on your core while doing this. Even if you can only lift a few inches, that's progress. We're not after perfect form, we're after participation. It's like teaching your legs the rhythm of walking again. And with every lift, you're giving your joints a reminder. We still know how to move. The third movement is seated leg extensions. Sit in a firm chair. Keep your back straight and your feet flat. Slowly lift one leg until it is straight in front of you. Hold it for 5 seconds, then lower. Switch sides. This simple motion activates your quadriceps, the large muscles that support your knees. Strong quads are crucial for safe walking, stair climbing, and getting up from a seated position. Think of these as your personal shock absorbers. Do 10 reps per leg, and don't forget to breathe steadily. Our fourth movement is the standing hamstring curl. Still holding on to the back of the chair, shift your weight to one leg and gently bend the other backward, heel toward the buttocks. This engages the hamstrings and glutes, muscles often forgotten in seated lifestyles. They help you stabilize while walking and prevent over-reliance on the knees. If your balance feels shaky, just do a smaller motion. The goal is to remind your muscles what they're meant to do. Controlled movement is better than big movement. The fifth and final exercise is side leg raises. This is the unsung hero of hip health. With one hand on the chair for support, lift one leg slowly out to the side. Keep your toes pointing forward. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower. Do this 10 times per side. This exercise builds lateral stability, something we rarely train but desperately need. It helps you avoid side falls, the most dangerous kind for elderly individuals. You might be thinking, okay, those sound doable, but what about pain? What if I feel too tired or stiff? Good question. First, never work through sharp pain. If something feels wrong, stop and reassess. However, gentle discomfort, that sense of stretching or awakening, is often your body shaking off rust. Remember, these movements are meant to restore, not exhaust. Start with 1 round per day. Add a second round after 2 weeks. And always pair your movements with hydration. Your joints need fluid to glide properly, and most people over 60 are unknowingly dehydrated. Drink water before and after your routine. Let me share a quick story about Miguel. At 74, he suffered a minor fall that left him fearful of walking outside. His family noticed he was withdrawing. We began these exercises with a slight variation, slower reps and shorter holds. 2 months later, not only was he walking confidently again, but he had joined a local senior walking group. Movement gave him more than balance. It gave him community again. You don't need to get there overnight, but every step forward counts. Posture also plays a critical role. While doing these movements, try to maintain a tall spine, relaxed shoulders, and a soft gaze forward. Don't look down unless needed for safety. This trains your brain to navigate space with confidence. Slouched posture compresses your lungs, your spine, and your spirit. Lift yourself up, not just physically, but emotionally too. Now, what about progression? Once you're comfortable, we add small challenges. Hold a light object during knee marches to build strength. Close your eyes briefly during toe-to-heel rocks to test balance, only if you feel secure. Use a resistance band during leg extensions, but remember, there's no rush. Progress is personal. It's not about competing with anyone, not even with your younger self. It's about saying, today I moved, and that matters. Consistency is your superpower. Do these 5 exercises 5 days a week. You'll be amazed at what that does. In just 4 weeks, most of my patients report better sleep, better digestion, and of course, better walking. Why? Because movement ripples across your entire system. The more you move, the more alive your body feels. Let me give you a few extra strategies. Walk barefoot at home on safe surfaces occasionally to awaken foot sensitivity. Try Tai Chi or gentle yoga once a week. Consider warm baths with Epsom salt to ease muscle soreness. And stay social. Movement thrives in community. Invite a friend to do these with you over video call or in the same room. I'll wrap with one last story. Nancy, 80, thought she'd never walk to her mailbox again. She started this journey reluctantly, but she followed the plan, quietly, consistently. Now every morning she walks to the park bench a block away, sits, smiles, and walks back. She says that's her victory lap. Your story might look different, but it starts the same way, with belief, with effort, with simple, thoughtful movement. So if you're still watching, stand up. Try that first toe lift. Feel the connection returning. You're not just exercising, you're reclaiming the rhythm of your body, one step at a time. Because after 60, your best steps might still be ahead, and you deserve every single one of them.